Good morning. So today we're going to talk about weighing kittens. When you should weigh the kittens, how you should weigh the kittens, how often you should weigh the kittens, how to record it, what you should use. I'll show you all that in just a second. We had a litter about a week ago, so those are the kittens that we're going to use today for the video. So here is the whelping box. It's winter right now. Here's Mama. And so we've got a couple of blankets over top. And then I've got the door open. She's got her blanket in there. And then this, of course, is a heating pad. And we keep that on. All heating pads automatically turn off as a safety feature. So I'm just regularly checking it to make sure that it is staying on. So let's peek in here and see what we got going on. This comes with a zipper top, but I unzip it so that I can see the babies and get to the babies when I need to. There's the little angels. Yeah. There they are. These colored neck bands. See, this one has a brown one, and this one has a blue one. I will post a link in the description so that you can see where I get those. They're from Amazon. They're just a few dollars. And they're Velcro. They're Velcro almost all the way around, so that you can adjust them and make them really, really small if you need to. I see you. Yeah. They're loose. You keep them loose so you can stick your finger under there. And then you just check them daily because they grow so fast. All right. So this is just a regular kitchen scale. And let me show you all that. It measures in ounces and pounds. I know that some people like to post their kittens in grams. You can just do that conversion if you want to. I prefer to keep my record in ounces and pounds. So it's just a basic kitchen scale. It has its dial here to adjust in case there's any change to its accuracy. Because the first week or so I try to keep things relatively quiet around the kittens. It helps to reduce stress. I try to reduce the noise, so this I put here to keep the metal from clanging to the metal. And this is just a basic kitchen pan. You can use anything you want. Your scale doesn't even have to be my kind of scale. You can use all different kinds of scales. So I lay that on top. And because it's cold in there and they're already gonna cry because you're holding them, and that can stress out mommy, I put a washcloth in there to keep their body and their paws warm. All right, so hopefully you can see that that's set at 0. So we'll weigh the kittens in just a second. So then another one of the tools that we use would be the weigh chart. Now this says daily. I don't use it daily. You weigh them twice a day. You want to weigh them at least twice a day because you want to make sure that they're eating and they're growing. And if they're not, you want to be able to catch it as soon as possible. So I just, every time I record it, so AM and PM, AM and PM, AM and PM. And then I just make copies, just multiple copies, and just keep it that way. When I label or when I assign their collars, I try to assign collars that I have that are close to each other on the chart. So it doesn't have anything to do with male or female. It doesn't have anything to do with how pretty the colors are. It just has to do with how close they are to each other on the chart. It comes with a roll, and I'll show that to you in a second. And there's all different colors. So most of them are listed on this sheet, although this sheet really doesn't have anything to do with the colors because I purchased them separate. This chart, it comes in a pack and you can make copies of it. I'll show that to you as well. So I just mark them as you can see here, how many ounces. If they're just under it, I put just under. If they're just over it, I put just over it. And so that way I can keep track of it. And when I can decipher sex, I do at some point write it there. So that kind of takes out of a block there. She's going to the bathroom, guys. She's moving around on the litter. It's so loud. All right, I think it's all clean. No, she doesn't think it's clean. I also, just for myself, you don't have to do it. I use the side of my pencil and I kind of smear these lines here so that I can have focus on just what I need. So I've got a blue collared one. Red is just the color of the cat. I didn't collar it because it's the only red in the litter. Dark brown collar, light brown collar, and gray. And then I labeled their genders, right? Okay, so this is how the collars come. You don't have to use this brand. It comes in a package, of course, and it has all these colors. It has more. I've used some. I just buy them regularly as I have kittens. And sometimes they can be reused. Sometimes you use them and they cannot be reused. It just depends on how long you use them. Sometimes I have a litter where they are all very similar in color, and so I use them for quite a long time and they just can't be reused. But sometimes you just use them until you can decipher them from each other. So that's that. And then this pack, now you can actually buy these with some collars. I prefer to buy the collar, well, I already have this, so I don't need this again, but I prefer the collars that are purchased separate because the Velcro goes all the way around, and the ones that came with these did not. So, hello, get your booty out of here. She's curious. So it comes with a bunch of these, like, almost like cardstock. I don't know if you can see how thick that is. So this one has whelping details. I don't use this. I actually record all my whelping details electronically, so I keep an electronic record. If you had one that had to be bottle fed, there's a bottle feeding chart where you can keep track of that. Oh, lost one. And this would be for any new owners. It says new puppies, but you could probably use it for kittens too. But I keep this information electronic as well. It's just easier to update it and change it and that kind of thing. Oh, well, there's a little water on the floor, so this one got a little wet, guys. So this is if you wanted to use for microchipping. It has a lot of the microchipping information and things like that. I use something different, so I'll show you that in another video. So those are those, but the one that I use for weighing is this one, the daily weigh chart, and that's the one I showed you a copy of. I make copies of it, and then I just use the copies, because that way I can continue to use this over and over again. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and weigh the kittens. One of the things to remember, both as a breeder and as a cat owner, is stress is something that we always want to avoid for our cats, because it's so bad for them. Stress is so bad for them. So we want to reduce the stress on the kittens. So the way that we move the kittens from the whelping box to the weighing scale needs to be as short of a distance as possible. So you want to keep it very close to your scale and your whelping box, so that the move from the whelping box to the scale and back is very quick and can reduce stress. You also want to just do it quickly, just weigh them, put them back, especially in the beginning. As they get older, it's different. You can play with them and, kiss on their faces. But in the beginning, you want to reduce the stress. And and they're going to make little sounds. They're going to make little whimpery sounds, and it may stress out mom. Some moms don't mind. Some moms do. Sometimes they're a first-time mom, and they just don't know what's going on or why you're making their babies cry like that. And some are, have been moms before, and they kind of know what's going on, so they're not too worried. So you just want to reassure mama cat and make sure that she can be involved as much as possible. When she wants to smell the cat, let her smell the kitten. When she wants to sit up by the scale, let her sit up by the scale. Don't shoo her away or put her in another room. She will hear them. And not being able to get to them is going to be very stressful for her. So just allowing her to come and go and be there if she wants to, or, be there for her babies too. You want to make sure that you don't hinder her from doing that. Look at that cutie. So their claws at this age are not retractable. So when you pull them up from their blankets or again from the washcloth inside the scale, you want to be careful of their claws because they are going to hook in, and you don't want to give them a little tug and hurt their hands or anything like that. Isn't he cute? So we are at 9. Here comes mama. Yeah. Now remember, as we go along, you want to check their collars. She could use some loosening. So we're going to go ahead and loosen her collar. One thing to mention is that they need to be weighed the same time every day. So if you wake up at 7 and you get all of your other babies fed and everything, and you want to do an 8 o'clock feeding. Oh, sorry guys, Mom's blocking the camera. Come over here. There you go. This one is, oh, I can't see, Kai. I know. 10, I get back. 10, there you go. There you go. So you want to do it at the same time. So if you do it, like for me, I do it anywhere between 7 and 8. For this litter, I'm doing it at 8. I'm looking for the next one. Ooh, he's a heavy dude. So I'll do it again tomorrow, same time, and in the nighttime, same time. So if you do it at 7 o'clock at night, you'll want to do it at 7 o'clock. 11. You want to do it at 7 o'clock the next day. Always the same. Yeah. Yeah, baby's fine. See? Yeah, you're fine. Yeah. There we go. All right, and then I just return them back to the whelping box. You can see the heating pad here. Mama always tends to make a little spot because she gets warm, and they need to stay warm. So Mama normally will dig out a spot and move the blanket out of the way so that she can lay somewhere and not feel like she's burning up, but keeping all the kittens warm at the same time. Aren't you cute? All right, and then you see we've just recorded our next time. And you see he was just a little under 11. Tonight he'll probably still be 11. He probably just holds it, maybe because he is not having his bladder emptied about this time. And so that's probably why that's happening. But if he were to stay that for too long, or if it was to start to go down, that's a cause for concern, and that's something we would want to investigate. All right, guys, so that's just a quick rundown of how to weigh your kittens as a breeder, or even if you're a rescue. Weighing cats is just so important for our jobs when caring for kittens, and it just helps us to see that the kittens are all growing well, and they're all nursing and attaching well, and they're eating and growing as they should. If you have any questions, or if you feel like I left something out, leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, you can email me, LionsManeCoons@yahoo.com. Visit the website, LionsManeCoons.com. You could probably see some of my backdrops back here. I'll try to do a video one day about how I do my pet photography for my update photos for my potential buyers. Thought about doing that video. It's just that I'm trying to figure out how to record myself doing that and take the photos at the same time, because I use my phone to take the photos, and I also record these with my phone. So I'll have to figure out how to do that. Maybe borrow my husband's phone or something. We'll figure it out, and I'll get a video of that as well and give you guys some tips and tricks, because it can be very hard to photograph moving kittens. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and have a blessed day.